all those characters there, Edappadi Palaniswamy, Vijay, Mukha Stalin, Nayanar Nagendran and Selva Perundurai. Even as polls near, all of them are unable to stitch up alliances, which is most important because there is a condition. What is that? Let's figure out. As polls inch closer, Tamil Nadu's alliance math remains unsettled. Seats say the supremacy and political churn is intensifying ahead of the 2026 Assembly elections. Now, the latest spark comes from the BJP camp. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has declared that the NDA shall form the government in Tamil Nadu in 2026. Calling on voters to rally behind Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Shah spoke of what he described as a revolutionary journey for the state. But even as Amit Shah projected unity, signals from within the NDA told a different story. Opposition leader Edappadi Palaniswamy made it clear that the AIADMK would come to power on its own, insisting that the party was confident of securing a sole majority in 2026. Palaniswamy was addressing a public meeting in Salem, statewide campaign on the very same day that Shah made his remarks. Despite the divergence, Amit Shah recalled past electoral tie-ups in 1998, 2019 and 2021 and claimed that a combined vote share in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections could have translated into victories in as many as 26 seats in Tamil Nadu. But sources are now suggesting that the BJP may be keeping its options open. There is a growing speculation that the party is seriously exploring an alliance with none other than Vijay's TVK. Does this explain why Shah skipped a meeting with EPS during his Tamil Nadu visit? Perhaps not, but perception is very important when it comes to politics. Is the NDA signaling that leadership choices, including the chief ministerial phase, are still open? Now, on the other hand, if you look at the political divide, the DMK-led SP alliance is also facing its own challenges. While the DMK and Congress remain long-time allies, seat-sharing talks are proving very tricky. The DMK is offering 32 seats to the Congress, while Congress says 38 and 40. That's what we want. And a stronger role in governance. That's the most important. Adding to all the tension earlier, Praveen Chakravarti flagged Tamil Nadu's rising debt, and even Manikyam Tagore demanded a greater say in governance, signaling that Congress might really be reworking their positioning within the alliance.
Tamil Nadu is going to have a alliance. The Alliance of India alliance is going to have a clear-cut edge over these elections, and we are very clear that this election is headed for a clear-cut majority in Tamil Nadu, and the Congress and DMK alliance and whichever the present alliance is going to have a better say in the government which is going to be formed, and we are very confident that 2026 will be a year for India alliance.
Meanwhile, smaller parties like the DMDMK and AMMK are yet to declare their alignment. They keep saying today, tomorrow, dithering and waffling. So as Tamil Nadu heads towards another high-stakes election, one thing is clear. The alliance puzzle is far from solved, and now the alliance partners want more share of the dosai, not the pie. Let's go to the guest. S. Muralidharan, senior political analyst, and S. Sriram, also senior political analyst. Both of them are here. Thank you so much. We are getting close. By now, alliance should have been stitched. There should have been trucks between parties. Sriram, let me come to you first. What is it? I mean, look all over. If you look all over, whether it is the DMK, there the Congress says no, between 38 to 40 seats, and we also want a share in governance. If you look at the NDA, it's facing the same problems. What is going on in Tamil Nadu?
First of all, wishing you and your viewers a very happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So nice. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yes, I think, as we have been saying sometime, at least till recently, that the era of majority of both the Dravidian parties in forming governments in Tamil Nadu is maybe coming to an end. And obviously, both of them do not have that clear wherewithal for them to, form their own government, or cannot say that they will not share power. If they talk about democratic values, if they talk about, the so-called all the, whatever the Ambedkars and whatever they do, and they talk about equality and all that, time has come that they are also winning because of the alliance partners in their alliance. No matter, they might probably head the alliance or they might lead the alliance, but to say that they will not share power is not anything incommensurate to what they speak. So that is a grouse amongst both alliances, junior partners, or maybe slightly senior to the so-called Dravidian majors, wanting to share power. After all, that is only fair, that to work for an alliance to win, and not to sit only as alliance partners, because they will say, well, the alliance was only till the election, and post election the alliance won't be there. So it is basically using the smaller parties to come to power and then leaving them on lurch. So maybe this time both the parties and both the alliances are wanting to be sure that they do have some pound of flesh in the government formation, and that is where it is heading towards, Sanjay ji.
All right, let
Sudhaji.
me also mention that Selva Perundugai, the head of Congress party, says that, of course, we will stay in the alliance with the DMK. But he also said in the same breath that what Manikam Tagore said was true. So look at it. I mean, there is a conundrum, clearly. Muralidharan, is it because, like Sriram says, that, no Dravidian party is going to get absolute majority, and therefore the need of the hour is to give the alliance partners their due? Look at this, Amit Shah comes there, then we hear EPS saying, AIADMK will form the party. It's like Amit Shah earlier says that NDA will form the party, form the next government. Also DMDK, big question mark. They say 9 January, we will see, maybe closer to Pongal, Bhogi. Yeah, AMMK, every day I see Dinakaran saying something or the other. It's like, he's leaving treasure hunt, leaves clues, but you can never find the treasure. What is going on, Muralidharan? How do you decode this?
All is not well, that's for sure. But let's look at what's happening. It's a faction called TVK, which is creating all this confusion. Now, TVK was waiting all this while for Congress to ally with them. Now, if you effectively see, nobody is aligned with anybody. Everybody, except for the DMK faction, like you have Communist and you have BCK with them. And you look at DMDK or PMK, they're not anywhere. So everything is like, still fluid. So Vijay thinks he can score big here. So he has gone into negotiations with Congress, and he has told Congress that if you don't join me, I will go with NDA. So he is dangling the carrot. So NDA also hopes that he is going to come and join them. NDA means I'm talking about BJP. So that's why they're trying to be, they're going to flex the muscles with ADMK. ADMK is being very clear. ADMK, I think, in fact, the Amit Shah meeting Edapadi, it's Edapadi who didn't meet Amit Shah. And he went and said the same thing. He said, we're going to come with full majority and we will rule. And what people don't understand who these people...
Right. Muralidharan, you're saying that the carrot being dangled by TVK is actually spoiling the rasam in Tamil Nadu. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's what,
exactly.
That's what you're... But what really flummoxes me is the BJP thinking of signing up with TVK. There he calls them fascism and everything. Says one thing I will never do is to join them. But do you think as we are hurting close to the elections that everything will change and all will be well, like in love?
Yeah, because see, Vijay has no choice, Sudha. I mean, if he's going to stand alone, probably he'll win 2 seats. And what will happen to his future? He has no future after that. He has to be in either with Congress or with DMK, I mean BJP, to be significant. I mean, to remain in politics. Otherwise, he'll have to go back to acting. That he knows very clearly. So he's playing this game. So BJP and Congress are jumping. Though both of them put together won't even have 7% vote share. So they think they can decide the election. So that's the it's comic actually.
Come to you. Sriram, the thing is, since 1967, correct me if I'm wrong, the Congress has not had a run in Tamil Nadu. They were eclipsed completely, and in the recent past, completely. I mean, we only know Selva Perundugai for certain news items, but apart from that, don't you think the DMK has a perfect right to turn around and say they had a meeting on 3rd December and you know what happened? DMK is not even concentrating on seat sharing. My reporter tells me they are more bothered about SIR. Right now, they are not even thinking. They are avoiding it. Apparently, they are ignoring all this. Because they have a contention that why should we, the 35 ministers are all DMK ministers, why should we part with power with you guys? What are you going to bring to the table? Tell us.
Exactly, because
Definitely.
they gave them, in fact, VCK and is it for Sriram or for him?
Sri, Sriram, did you hear me?
Is it
Yeah.
for Sriram?
So yeah, I did. I was waiting for since Mr. Murli started, I kept quiet.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
they did. I mean, that is a fair question to ask. And Congress have not been in power, not just in Tamil Nadu, Sudhaji. They have not been in power for more than 40, 50 years in multiple states in India. So in Tamil Nadu, if you remember 2014, when they stood alone without any alliance, BJP's vote share was much higher than the so-called Congress. So BJP comes with that extra, ammunition of being the power in the center. So obviously the understanding of the central government along with the state government, and in helping consolidate the kind of huge tax burden or the loan burden that the state enjoys, it also center has a role to play with the state government's policies and its welfare. So it is BJP is much better positioned to ask or demand for a greater pound of flesh than Congress, which could do to DMK. After all, let's not forget, had it not been DMK, the Congress would have been less number of MPs by 10 MPs in the current Lok Sabha. So DMK's handling of Congress might not be the same as much as the way ADMK could probably try to handle BJP.
Muridharan, I want to ask you this. Do you think that it is also because they are all treading very carefully this time? It's become a do or die for both AIADMK. There are no two ways about it. And also about anointing Udayanidhi Stalin. And that is one of the reasons that they are really treading carefully. It's like walking on eggshells and being very, very careful. They are looking at caste matrix, also looking at age, looking at, who will vote for who, etc., etc., etc. So this is an election. It clearly seems like they do not want to hurry up and make any mistakes, Muralidharan.
Exactly, Sudha. They're all into micromanaging. They go into every detail of it. That's true. But on the other hand, if you look at DMK, the only confidence they have is that 25 plus MPs they have.
Right.
For that alone, I think they feel that Congress will not go away. But if Congress goes with TVK, it's suicidal for Congress actually. But they rather be a mute spectator in the DMK gang and enjoy the benefits whichever they are getting. For example, your BCK, communists, everybody. In fact, it was DMK's money they used for the
Also
election
stuck,
campaign,
no?
etc.
Stalin is also stuck because he's predicted that Rahul Gandhi should have been the prime minister of this country. He's part of the Indie bloc. They all went with the MPs and decided to, give a notice for the impeachment of Justice Swaminathan. So Stalin is somewhere caught. He doesn't know whether to chew this or to swallow this.
No, because and you also see there's a huge anti-incumbency on the ground. One. Second is this Deepatun, etc. Just as this, I feel the state, the DMK has gone ahead and planted the seed of Hindutva in Tamil Nadu. So now let's not forget that 85% of the people in this state are Hindus. Even if 50% decides that they're going to hate DMK, that's it. Game over for DMK. 50%, all you need. 42% going with NDA and BJP and ADMK. Everything, all the equations go through the roof, go through the window, and that's how it is. So that's that thing. They did a big blunder in this Deepatun issue, and the court has come out openly. It's not the people who are saying this. The court has said you try to instigate, you try to play one community against the other. It is you who did all this. So the court has, literally thrashed them today. So that's going to be a huge plus for NDA.
Before I let both of you go, I want to ask you this. Why is the DMDK acting up so much, considering I'm only going by their electoral performance? Both the DMDK and also AMMK, they are not rock stars when it comes to electoral gains. There was a time, when Captain was alive, and we know the history. But why is it that they both are playing so hard to get, Sriram?
No, see, obviously, that is why even be it ADMK or BJP for that matter are not hurrying up. It is not that, okay, every alliance or every party is important. But to look at their current vote percentage and to give them too much of, importance now will obviously get into a very strong negotiation. So as you rightly mentioned, both the BJP and AIADMK, or even for that matter, both the alliances partners or the leaders of both the alliances are treading very carefully when it comes to handling the seat sharing or alliance partners' demands. So I think AMMK have no other choice but to come to NDA, and so will be DMDK. It's just that these are posturings that they do before an alliance confirmation. I think they will definitely come towards NDA and nothing. They will not move towards DMK.
Let's wait. Maybe Pongal will be the time when everyone decides to ink it, the alliances.